Hi, I'm Rosie. Welcome to my channel. What's new? Well, I'm back on YouTube. When I started my YouTube channel back in October 2017, the world was very different. We have survived the worst from the former Gaza administration, and now we are experiencing a massive energetic and societal shift. How have you been dealing with this change? Personal readings. If you'd like to book a personal reading, please make an appointment on my website. Health and body readings. In the course of these years, I've been doing a lot of health and energy related readings and learned a lot of very fascinating information. I've helped people with autoimmune and nervous system related conditions. If you'd like to learn more, please book a 15-minute info session on my website, rosieinsights.com. And something else, I'm building an app called Interfacer. I've been building an application to help kids and parents communicate in augmented reality using 3D lists in space. It all started with insights I had through readings about parents and kids in the spectrum. And it was during these health and body related sessions that I received a lot of specific information about how children in the spectrum process the world. This connected with my earlier interest in computer programming and technology, and I am launching the beta version soon. And if you would like to sign up for the waiting list, please visit my website, rosieinsights.com. For more info and bookings, rosieinsights.com. And now, on to this week's developments. So let's see how it was today. Let's start right there, okay? All right, so let's start here. Oh, what happened? Trump's attorneys sat down with special counsel ahead of really? You did? Why? I wonder. Oh. The federal investigation Donald Trump. Oh, is reaching federal really? No way, no way. Why? I wonder why. Okay. So, attorneys for Donald Trump met with officials at the Justice Department on Monday morning. The grand jury investigating the former President Henley is expected to meet again. Oh, let's see here. Oh, let's see. Can you see it?
Attorneys at the Justice Department?
Good
morning, Jose. That's right. Adding to the notion that this is a consequential week, 3 Trump attorneys have come into the Justice Department this morning for a meeting, we've learned. Another news organization tweeted a photo of them walking in to this building. I am told that Attorney General Merrick Garland and Deputy Attorney General Lisa Monaco are not involved in this meeting. So presumably it's among lower level officials. There's people at the National Security Division and other, potentially the Criminal Division and other lawyers at this Justice Department who are cognizant of and have been briefed on what's happening in this investigation. We'll tell you more as we learn it here about the nature of this meeting. We have camera crews positioned outside to record when these lawyers leave the Justice Department here. But again, this comes after our report.
So, okay, so let's see, some share. So I don't know if you can hear it. Were you able to hear it? I don't know if you could hear it, but anyway, so let's find out what happened in there, okay? Let's find out what happened there. So, okay, so where's the news? Okay, so here's the news. Let's see if there's anything.
That the grand jury investigating the documents case is expected to meet this week after a weeks-long hiatus where they were not meeting and not hearing any testimony from witnesses. And one of Donald Trump's former lawyers, Tim Parlator, said,
Okay, so, all right, so let's go. All right, so. Oh, here it is. Trump's team, okay, let's go back to this, you heard, okay, so I want to go back to the, because it's going to be a photo of, okay, one sec. A photo of this, a photo of, okay, there's a photo of them. Now this is a, oh, look at that. Woo. So, okay, so I love this photo. So let's focus on this photograph. So we have these, look at them. How well, look at you guys, you know, we're doing their body language. And how do you think it went? It went great. No, it did not go well. And it's so interesting how they're all like, whoa, like, what do we do now? Oops. So that's the, let's just make sure that this is what I understood, that okay. Wait, I feel like I've read that look at this. Shortly after his lawyers left, Trump posted, "How can DOJ possibly charge me? Yahoo did nothing wrong." Biden is not charged. It's unfair, right? So, okay, so somewhere else I read that actually Jack Smith was in the meeting. Let me stop. Okay, one sec. I just need to find this thing where it said that he was in the meeting. I feel like I've read it. Wait. No, I feel like I've read it, guys, that he was in the meeting, that he was there. Let me just double check, because I want to make sure that it happened, because that would be a really good moment. Okay, so let's see. I feel like I've read it. Am I crazy? I don't think I'm crazy. Okay, that's it. Let's say everywhere. They met with, okay, that's it. So just to show you this is correct, it's reporting that indeed they met with Jack Smith. Okay, so that's big. All right, so here we are. Okay, so Trump lawyers met with special counsel Jack Smith as indicted. Okay, so all right, so that's perfect. Okay, so no, I don't want to hear. Maybe later. We're gonna. All right. Okay, so let's go. Okay, let's go. Okay, so how was that meeting? Wait, did I close it? I should not have closed it because that photo was good. Okay. Oh, there they. Oh my God! Look at this photo. It's even better. This photo is even better. Oh no! Look at them. They look like very serious people, don't you think? Like they look like people who really got what they wanted. Don't you think? They're each like, right? Oh, so how was that meeting? What did they discuss is the question. How was that meeting? Oh my God, imagine meeting Jack Smith. I would be like dead. I would have had a heart attack already. So look at how like out of, and then was like, look at, make you doing a selfie or like, it's, so how was that meeting? Show me the meeting. I see that they're sitting down, they're like, okay, so we want to talk about, and they're like, we're going to discuss the terms of the indictment, how that's going to, what time it's going to come out. And how, and they're like, and I see that they're like, well, but we think it's very partisan and very unfair what's happening to President Trump. And Jack Smith is like, anyway, the terms of the indictment. Oh, we'll just, you'll give you doing some courtesy here for you. We don't need people. Oh, no, we'll do you a favor. Okay, so this is how it's gonna go. This is the meeting. This is how it's gonna go. Do you have a question about that? Well, we can provide the back entrance. He doesn't have to come to the front. Do you think defendants get this? No, most defendants don't get this. Oh, doing him a huge favor. That's right. So no, so nothing. I feel like honestly, they have the attitude. You know how like when Trump was president, those kinds of people who used to work for him, like both sides. And so he doesn't even, it's not that he doesn't listen. It's like obviously there's no there. And I see that there's someone else who's like I think 2 or 3 people from the government, even more maybe. And they're like, so, and listen, so what I would like to say, there are ways that you can, like, you could put a motion, you can do things that lawyers do. Do you understand? Well, the defendant he's no longer the president. Do you understand that? Do you grasp that concept? Or I almost feel like she's like, okay, there's almost like, do you want to be charged with election denial as well? We have that option. So it's like they thought that they were going to be like, oh, listen, I think this is it's a mess. Or defendant, and they're like, what part of the law do you not understand? Because guys, look at these guys. Okay, I'm sorry to say, I know there's negative stereotypes about lawyers, but look at all of them. They look very slimy. I'm sorry to say, those people. And this woman with her red, like, it's so weird. He always has like the attractive women. I don't know, they have they have PR or something, but it's like, so think about how out of depth these people are. In a situation like this, he should have, if he were a normal person, like, in other words, a person who both had money and paid their attorneys in the past, he should have had a really good attorney, but he has these people that, like, I don't know, the so-called ambulance chasers, right? So that's the caliber of people there. Imagine that you're going to have a conversation with Jack Smith. Like, you better be prepared. And it's saying that Jack Smith, it's like he wasn't shocked. He wasn't saying, he's saying that any average first-year law student would do better than they did. So let's stop shit here. See, no. Okay. So just already saying, in my opinion, I think DJT thinks everyone is corrupt because everyone around him is, so he doesn't understand why they are singling him out. I think he does. I think he does very well. Jassar, he does very well. I don't believe that's true. I think that he's just threatening people. I don't think I don't know. I think I don't think I think this argument, oh, he doesn't know better. No, of course he does. And you know that because he has made, apparently, the tapes. There's a tape where he knows guys, Trump has a lifetime experience with legal issues. So he knows exactly what he's doing. He knows he's always like, he always violates the law. He knows that it's a fact. So I don't think that he knew. I mean, because if it were true, right, guys, if it were true that it was corrupt, then he would not have gone as far as he went, right? That's the thing, he knows this, does make sense? I feel like it's not that, it's more like he's always bluffing. It's like, yeah, I just say, I'm going to do this. He works with a lot of people, right? We see how it does. So, and it's so interesting, again, if you think about what happened to Mueller, he was able to kind of stop, I don't say stop Mueller completely, but look at how far he went into, with the Mueller thing. He attacked Mueller, the people who were with Jack Smith. We don't know who these people are. I don't know anybody who works there, who's in that office, so it's so that's the thing. He can't attack them, not in the way it's like, oh, who's this person? You're Democrat, you're this or that. Like, no, he can't hold on to anything. That's my sense. He's like, wait, what? He doesn't even know where to go. And even this thing, like, he's trying to say, oh yeah, like, it doesn't work. It just doesn't. He doesn't have. And it's kind of perfect that Jack Smith came to this country, right? Wasn't he? If he was in Europe or something, and then he came to this country after Trump was like, he wasn't even here, right? Like, for a long time. So it's not like you could say, oh, he was working this, he was doing that when Trump or something. I don't think he was even there. He wasn't even here. So there's no argument to be made, and he doesn't, right? I just feel like and I see that they're like, the Jack Smith are like, you're like, well, but I think, okay, though, this is the indictment. we're gonna charge, I do think it's gonna charge with espionage. Do they say, I don't even know, guys. I don't know. I don't think they will say it exactly, will they? I don't know. I don't know what they will say. I think they're like, oh, and I see that one of those attorneys. I don't remember which one. I don't. Do you want to look at those tweets are so ugly. We can't actually know saying. Let's go back to see what each one of them thought. But it's saying that they're like, oh, when he heard what he was saying, what Jack Smith was saying, he's like, I better look it up again. Oh, what was that again? Oh, espionage. Wow. I don't think he even looked. Honestly, I don't think he even knew he didn't. I need to look it up. It was a long time ago. Yeah, I was in law school like 30 years ago. My memory is not so great. Because the guys, those kinds of cases, it's national security stuff. It's very complicated. You don't get a person who doesn't know. Usually, you need to get a lawyer who has experience with those types of cases, right? It is probably the one of the hard, not just, I don't want to say hardest in terms of like the law itself, but it's very subtle. It's very like, it's not bullshit. In other words, the opposite of bullshit, right? And the fact that it's like literally he found these people, on the subway or whatever, those ads. Every city has like the places, billboards. Oh, there's a lawyer. Let me call this person. 1-800 accidents or something. That's where they come from, and it's like but I feel like he got these people that he thought could be like the lawyers were like, my client is a man who sort of like a press person, and it's not, and they're like, oh, okay then. And I see that they're calling Trump. They're like, listen, Mr. President, they're going to come out with 84, and like I think that the count 64, you're going to be charged with 64 counts of this and that. It's like a huge number of things. So obstruction of justice and this and that, stealing. So it's like, and again, the lawyers don't get it. They don't understand. I mean, it doesn't make sense. It's sort of like, I guess it's me. It would be like the equivalent of like if I were there. Oh, hi, Mr. Jack Smith. Hi. I know as much as they do, which is nothing. Oh, I heard about it. Let me look it up. Awesome. ChatGPT, hello? Oh. They're just so, this is the thing, it's like they're not specialists in this at all. And it's like, problemos. Problemos for sure. Can you imagine? No, seriously, oh my God. Okay. So now, I do think it's worth it looking at them, looking at what they're thought, each one of them. Okay, so let's see. Because wow, it's really, what do you say to that? No. Okay, so here, okay, let's look at it. This one is better in a way. I mean, this one, the other one is almost too, okay, look at the sun. I'm gonna put some glasses on. Oh, he has sunglasses. I'm serious, a serious person with sunglasses. Oh yeah, no, I mean it. I'm gonna put sunglasses on. Okay. Okay, so let's see. More share screen. All right, okay. All right, so there it is. Okay, so tell me more. Let's see if I can increase this side of the photos. Okay. So let's see what each one of them thought. Like now the meeting is over. What do they think? What are they thinking? What are they gonna do next? Okay, she's on, honey, it's not looking great for the client. It is a start. No, there's motion, there's things happening. But our client is not gonna be delighted for this. He's not gonna be happy. I'm sorry to say. And again, I get the sense that she didn't quite understand what he was saying. That is just not, it's too complicated for her to understand. Okay, now let's go with this other guy here in the back. Okay, John Rowley. What did John Rowley think? He's like, he's screwed. He's totally done. He is screwed. And so he's like, so am I. Because I'm gonna have to call my friend from law school. He knew about that. He told me he handled a case like that one time. Oh yeah. But he knows. He's like, and guys, look at their expressions. Like what? It's kind of like the faces of people who are like, we're totally screwed. And I don't quite know women. They don't know they don't understand what just happened. You know, it was the other day I had the same quote of the boxer Mike Tyson. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. That's right. They had a plan and then they got punched in the face. And now they're like, whoa, what is it again? So that's what it feels like for all of them, right? So what about this guy? No, the name of this guy is James Trusty. Oh, I'm a lawyer. Trustee. I changed my name. John Trusty, you can trust me. John Trusty, you can trust me. Oh, you can trust me. I told you. So, oh, oh my God. And then, okay, so what about this gentleman here? Wait, I don't know this. Maybe is he no, I think he's an attorney, right? Like he's not named here. Maybe he is, but let's see what he's thinking. What is he thinking? Is he like he's like, no, he knows what's gonna like. I think he's an attorney, right? Like, let's either he's an attorney or he's there with them. Okay. I don't think, do they have some kind of protection from Trump? I don't know. I don't think so. I think he's an attorney, right? I don't know his name. That's what I thought. He's an attorney, but they don't know. They don't have their names. Okay. So, but I see like he's actually guarding. He's actually guarding like the interesting, maybe the interest. I don't know, but we'll see. Regardless, like he's planning. He's like, I want to remember where I'm gonna be when this thing drops. So okay, so I know. Oh my God. Okay. So, anyways, that's the story. So everybody's out of their depth. Okay. So now let's see here. Okay. Now another thing. So there's more, guys. I don't even know. Like now. Okay. Where do I even begin? Okay. Now. Okay. Now then, let's go to the other thing. When Trump after this meeting, Trump puts out that statement. Oh my God, somebody is texting me. I don't know how to stop it, guys. I have to read these. Okay. My God, it's so. I hope it doesn't bother you to hear ding, ding. Okay, I don't know. Okay, so this is the fact that he's out there saying this. The fact that he is saying this, okay, that he's out. How they right? He knows what's gonna happen. You know. So okay. And he got so even Trump. He had a plan until he got punched in the face. That's it. And I see that he's like, no, okay, bye. And it was a very quick meeting. Honestly, they're trying to say, okay, Mr. Trump, no, you're the greatest, you're the greatest. Mr. Trump. They're like, oh, and he hangs up, I see that he hangs up the phone on them. He hangs the phone on them. Okay. So they're like, And I think it's not just because of the woman, you know, she's attractive. See, there's like they're thinking that's not what he knew I was not a specialist in espionage. I don't know anything about that. I saw it in the movie. I don't know anything about that. I told him I would defend him, but I don't know anything about that. Like I don't know. I mean, so so that's right. He had a so they honestly where they're like, I'm doing my job. I'm gonna do my job. You know, I'm doing my job. I'm doing my job. I'm a lawyer. I'm a defense lawyer. I'm defending him. Yeah. Do I need to know that? No, I don't need to know that. I don't need to know the ins and outs of espionage. No. So that's it. They're already. What's interesting, I see here, their attitude is like, CYA, cover your ass when they talk to Trump. I'm here to. I cover my ass here. Cover my ass. Oh, CYA. Sad for him. I'm not sad, huh? For him. Sad, huh? Okay. So let's see. Now let's go to Trump. Now Trump, the moment when Trump then goes and writes that. So my question is so I want to know how, okay, wait, where is it? Okay, that's right here. So after this stuff happens, then Trump writes this. Now how's the conversation from Trump's end? Let's see here. How does it work here? Trump asks, how can DOJ possibly charge me? How could that be? Okay, so, okay, how can they, how can they charge? I did nothing wrong. No other person was charged. So, okay, so, all right, so. All right, so now tell me. Now tell me. How was it from Trump? She was like, he was kind of like spazzy already, kind of like, and I see, guys, I see that he's like spazzy, like he's old age and everything is catching up with him. And he was like, okay, so they, and then somebody calls him. They're like, okay, Mr. Trump, we had a conversation. They're like, okay, we had a conversation with him. And they're going to postpone it. Well, there are 64 counts of indictment in the indictment. We may need to hire a specialist in, what is it, espionage? I think they're telling him like that we don't quite have maybe there was a paralegal we can hire who can help us out. Looking out, the opinions. So because they're completely out of their depth, and he's like, what? And he screams on the phone. He's like, and he hangs up, and I think he threw his phone on the thing. So then he goes, give me the phone. Give me the phone. Okay. So anyway, so that's it. So then, oh, Hillary, look at this. Why don't you why don't you go tell Jack Smith? It's a witch hunt. That's Hillary. Remember? Oh, Hillary, that's right. It's Hillary. Lock her up. Remember? Lock her up. Lock her up. Really? Remember how they used to say that? My God, what's such trash? Okay, so again, he's like, so he heard, that's right, saying he heard that the thing is happening. It's happening, and he can't get out of it, and there's a date. And it's saying, they are telling him you have to be at the courthouse at X date. They're saying there's going to be another, what is it called? Grand jury thing, but it's saying the likelihood is, it is telling me the 7th, is that right? 17th or something? But I remember J. DeLauer said that there's a new moon. That's a good time. That's right. I think there's another one, and that's it. I see that Jack Smith is very expedited. And because again, it's saying that the attorneys for Trump in New York are better than the ones that he has now, because they don't. And it's saying that again, we know that he didn't really care to hire people who had experience in that national security matters. No. Just say President Trump is the real president. He is. Huh. And you are a partisan hack. Yeah, I know what you want. I know you're a Democrat, right? You're a Democrat. Boom, and then he gets punched. Because really, again, they have plans. This is like before they get punched in the face. And so this is it. They're like, oh, it's gonna be a little awkward, huh? But again, guys, the sad thing, I don't think it's sad, but it's the overall feeling is that the attorneys are like, I don't know anything about this stuff. I thought they were gonna drop it, right? We were gonna talk to him, and he would be like, it's gonna stop. I mean, did you really think it's gonna go through? Man. So okay, okay, and then I see, guys, I see that he's trying to call, what's the name of that, Ivanka. He's trying to call Ivanka, but then Ivanka is like not answering because she's busy with her own thing, trying to get out of. So this is it. So now, okay, so then, okay, there's more. Of course, there's a lot of information here. So okay, so then, guys, look at this. Look at this. This is like unbelievable. This is unbelievable. This is when New York Times. Okay, they're gonna block me, right? Oh no, they're not gonna lock me this time. Interesting. I find it doesn't they let us read his. So look at guys, the articles are so damaging. They're so damaging, but this one is like it is the kind of stuff you can't even for Trump, that's shocking, honestly. So okay, so let's share. Okay, so it's okay. So and again, okay. Okay, no, stop share. Okay. I got I always pressed the wrong thing. Why is that? Okay. Okay, no, this is like if someone told us, guys, if there was even if like in the past, remember how when I had seen these things with the military that Trump may have, that all this stuff that was going to happen, it sounds so unbelievable. Nobody, I wouldn't have believed it if someone had said it. So, but look at this. Lawyers unable to find document Trump discussed in recorded conversation. So he talks about this Iran document, and it's not there. So in other words, he probably gave it to somebody. Sold it, whatever the hell. Prosecutors issued a subpoena for a description of military options for Iran mentioned by the former president during an interview. But Mr. Trump's legal team said they could not find such document. Like, the man is talking about it. I mean, come on, what the hell? This is if it was anybody else. Imagine if this was like anybody in the Obama government, the person would have already been sentenced to death, probably. Something like that, right? Like, they would have been like no bail, no nothing. It just right. The fact that it's just even like what the hell? What the hell? Oh, and I see Jared in the background. Well, I borrowed it. Okay. I borrowed it. I was raising money for my ventures. So I had to have something. Okay. I had to have something for them. Do you understand how slow the government is? Do you understand like how slow it is? And I was like, I just had to like take a picture. Okay, I had to like raise money, so I put it in my pocket or whatever. So who cares? Who cares? So okay, wait, wait, that's right. I'm so confused. I'm like, what? June? What's June? Oh, Maggie Haberman. No. I want to. Oh no. Okay, so. Oh. 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 So, seeking the return of all records resemble the document. So it's kind of like, for example, let's say you steal, like, say, let's say you shoplifted. Oh, that's right. I took that Gucci dress from the hanger, put it in my, it was like a blue velvet dress. And then nobody can find it. You still stole it, right? Like, come on. He wasn't able to know. I was not there. There's nothing. No. No. Okay. Look, okay. Oh my God, this woman. I'm angry right now. Look at this. Guys, look at the work this trash woman is doing. I'm angry. Look at this. This is Maggie Haberman. We knew look what she wrote. Okay, leaving open the possibility that the material remains at large, or the famously blustery Mr. Incorrectly described. She's the defense attorney. She's this is an important newspaper, right? People read it and they take it seriously. So she says, no, he did misunderstood. It was nothing like that. It was just that he's just so like, he's so, I don't know, spazzy that like, he doesn't know what he's saying. Come on, woman. Like, why don't you just, and this is like what makes me so, so guys, this is like, always use that archive, that FO when you read something, because this is infuriating. Like, how could you say, you should have said leaving the option that he may have sold it to a foreign country, or so, like, really, why do you have to say that? Oh no, he didn't know. He can't help himself. Huh. Like, seriously, this is like unethical, to say the least. My God. The subpoena sought any and all records pertaining to Mark Milley to Iran. Okay, so, oh my God, Mr. Trump, a map he took with him when he, okay. I'm meeting way too, okay. Well, okay, so, God, can you imagine? Oh, seriously. Oh my God. Oh, it's like leaks, partisan. Oh, it's partisan. Oh, so partisan. My God. even if the government has never been able to find the document Mr. Trump discussed, his statements on the recording could prove damaging to him as Mr. Smith's team moves towards concluding his investigation and turns to the question of whether to file the question. No. So you know what? So okay, so is it because a lot of his allies like Matt Haberman, they're saying, oh, it's just obstruction of justice, right? But I saw, okay, so what is it? What makes it? Okay, God, I don't know what to say. My God, so okay. So okay, so sorry, I'm so upset already. So anyway, so going back here, going back to the question of espionage. So if Jack is going to charge him with espionage, how is this? Because I think espionage, you have to steal, does he have evidence of sharing with someone? Because this makes sense, guys. This is another question that I should ask now. Does Jack Smith have the evidence compiled maybe from foreign sources, CIA, whatever, like does he know that anything has been shared with other countries? Or is it because it could be that he's just assessing whether he does make sense, whether he just was like trying to get the documents? But is there evidence? I don't, okay, is there evidence that Trump has shared, or because they have to know, come on, if they charge reality winner, like, come on, these things, they can't be, they have to be, someone has to sign off. We can't just take something like that. Okay, it's not like even a library, like you know, you have to sign off. You can't take the stuff and not like, right, like what, you know, all the stuff that they take, it has to be explained. So is there evidence? Does Jack Smith have evidence that a document among these documents or something like that has, because guys, you know, remember the woman Avril? Remember, and you know what? Have you noticed that? I remember when this came out that she was doing she was going to do what is it called? Like a research, internal intelligence research or something. So let's see, Avril DNI. Okay, Avril DNI. Let's see, Jack Smith. Okay, if there's any news about it, because so I'm not getting, guys, okay. Oh, interesting. So it's interesting. She only appears in like some right-wing attempts to kind of, I see that her silence is a very positive thing, right? That she's not, we haven't her. So has she given anything to Jackson? Does she have any information for Jack Smith? Does he have information? Does she have information? Does he have information from her? What do they have? Recordings. That's right. I see, though, because the CIA has like, and it's the recordings in different languages of people discussing something they got from the White House. They're like, oh, we got this, right? So it's saying that this is how a lot of times they get things, and that there were attacks and there were this and that. How do they know where this was going to happen? And so they have, and they're like wondering how they're going to bring it up. Oh, it's saying, Rosie, remember how Jack is already looking into the businesses. Jack is looking for information about the businesses of Trump while he was president. So yes, indeed, he's making a connection. He's making a connection, and he's saying, look, how interesting, they paid, $2 billion for it, saying that he's going to bring up the Jared thing, the $2 billion, and then that he got from Saudi Arabia, and then, right? Because of course Saudi Arabia is interested in Iran, right? They are traditional enemies, they have been forever. So So it could be even be Israel that could get this information. So okay, so when Trump is charged, are we going, because I also feel like some of the information, guys, is too secret for it to be shared with the public. But once Trump is charged, what happens? Once Trump is charged, does this come out when he's charged? He's charged. Okay. Oh, it's saying it's gonna be, you know how like individual one, you know how those things, they're not gonna mention the people, but they have information, they're gonna mention stuff like that. That they have it, and it's like, oh, I see Maggie Hibbers gonna be like, God, wow, they never told me that. Told them to write an article, and they never told me what that was happening, huh? Wow. God, oh my God. So wow. Wow. Can't believe, it's amazing, guys, right? It's amazing. Wow. So yeah, it's saying but I have a question. Do they have enough? Because guys, at the same time, I wonder, do they have enough to charge him? But I feel like if they go deeper on this, they can. So are they gonna, do they have, guys? Oh, it's saying Rose, you don't understand. Everybody has been quiet about Jared. It doesn't mean that he hasn't been investigated. They have a lot of dirt on Jared, and that's the time to bring it up. They're gonna say Jared is a member of the family, and that's right. And he got all right. That's it. Wow, I hope so, guys. I really, honestly, I kind of almost don't believe it. I almost don't believe it. Do you think it's gonna happen? Like that? I almost don't believe. I want to see it until I say, okay, see it and believe it. And but I see that this is like on the indictment itself. They're gonna be like, family member A or relative number, say, that it's gonna be pretty obvious that it's Jared Kushner, but they're not gonna name his name. And so it's saying that's right, that they're like, and they have been investigating this for a long time, Jared, and it's saying that the Gulf, oh, that's right. You know how the Saudis decided, guys, remember how the Saudis decided they're going to suddenly care, like, what do they care about golf? Think about it. Why do they care? Like, it's not something that I think they care about, like, oh, guys, it's the middle, like the over there where they are, it's so hot, you can't be outside. Like, you can't be playing golf in Saudi Arabia. You're gonna burn or something. Like, you're gonna melt. It's like 120 degrees or something. But seriously, okay, can't be outside for very long. So there's no way. They're like, oh, it's a great business idea for us to have no, you can't. It's too hot. Places like that in Dubai, they say it's so hot. They have crazy air conditioning because it's way too hot. You can't be doing anything outside over there. Okay. Didn't they have was it World Cup or something where it was so hot? It was so hot, you can't. So no, there's no way that they're gonna be like, oh yeah, we really want our population to learn how to play golf. No, said nobody ever. The only purpose of this is to like transfer money to Trump. Right? Hello, right? That's it. So they're gonna, so okay, so tell me, do you have any more details? Say no worries, don't worry about it. It's gonna come out. It's gonna come out, and like, don't worry, they have receipts. Don't worry, they have receipts. It's saying, don't worry, that's what they're telling me. Don't worry, they have receipts, really? What are the receipts? Okay, the investments. And it's saying that, guys, oh my God, this is like amazing. It's saying that they have recorded of Jared talking. Because, in the US, but it is saying that he's been, what is it called? The secret investigation when a person, the FISA warrant or something? When you're like, if you're, somebody like Jared is perfect, right? He needs to be recorded. Like, who knows what he's doing? People are caught they're caught discussing their business. Like, he's caught discussing business. Oh, even with his brother, he has a VC. But I honestly, I thought that his brother seems relatively nice. You know what I mean? Like, but still, he could be talking to somebody. And I saw there's a recording of Jared discussing these things. Oh yeah, they were so happy that we gave them this and that, and then they agreed to invest in my company. I'm so happy. It was worth it. I hate the government. How they're, oh, they were so slow. I'm very smart, but at the end of the day, they got me like the couple billion that I needed to start my fund because I'm a genius. I'm so smart. I'm so great. I'm so this, so so my God. Oh, that's right. I saw him. That's right. Isolated military. That's right. It's not Trump. That was Trump, right? Like, guys, I still remember, sometimes I still remember the image I had about Jared, how Jared was going to be. Remember, I still think about it, like that Jared was like in the, he has this thing, it was like injection that he would go to prison for a death sentence. I mean, I have a, nowadays it's like, really, is it going to happen? But we'll see. It's like, no. And and I get the sense about Jack Smith that they're like, he knows that this is going to be the opening of the Pandora's box, right? The beginning of the discussions of every single thing that happened during and he's not afraid, but then the pastor was like, oh, but do we want to go there? It's so much, there's an election going on, there's this and that, and he's like, okay, let's just get started. And he says the guys that he's not worried because he's all about the truth. It's like, you know what? If it's not true, then it's going to be proven. I'm not worried. It's like, it is true or not, like, guys, and imagine somebody like, remember how Jared, remember that when remember how when he was interviewed, he's not very credible. Like, he's not one of those witnesses that you're like, wow, I could really, maybe like he's not, he's very arrogant. He's not likable at all. And he's a liar. He's a damn liar. He's a damn liar. So that's why. So that's what Jack Smith is really like. Rosie, I'm chilling. These people lie. Wait, oh my God, are you serious? There is what? There's a flood in Mar-a-Lago. Oh my God. Oh my God. Hello. Okay, guys. Hello, right? What are the odds? What? Oh my God, guys. Okay, thank you for sharing. Thanks for, okay, let's see. Oh my God, no, it has nothing to do, right? It's just a coincidence. Complete coincidence. Oh my God, look at this. I did not know this. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh my God, look at this. How interesting. Oh no, no way. Oh my God, what? Oh no, what? Oh my God, guys, this is, okay, come on. It's almost like is it even real? Yes, it is 100% real. Oh my God. Guys, oh my God, can you, okay, I'm gonna share this, okay, the link. Thank you for, okay. Okay, this is the link over here if you haven't, I did not know this. It came out just now. Okay, let me share this and so we can read it together. Oh my God. Come on, like, okay. I'm like, okay, come on. You have to put the guy in prison already. Like, come on, like, okay. It's amazing. Like, oh no, this is not what exclude Mar-a-Lago pool flood raises suspicions among prosecutors. Oh, really? No, it's normal. Suspicion for what? What are you talking about? Okay, look at this. Oh my God. Okay. An employee at Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago residence drained the resort's swimming pool last October and ended up flooding a room where computer servers containing surveillance video logs were kept. Oh, 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 yes. While it's unclear if the room was intentionally flooded or if it happened by mistake, the incident occurred amid a series of events that federal. Come on, like, come on. Like, I'm sorry, but what? Like, how do you get from like the pool and the servers? They're kind of far. Like, how do you? And it's so sad because it's like they have to blame the person who was probably, oh, just put it there, right? At least one person, but I get the sense they're, I'm getting spirits saying, Rosie, they don't know about the cloud. It's stored in the cloud. Ha ha ha. I feel like it was not, because as you know, guys, probably know this, the cloud is basically the service online, right? And most things now they say that if you have an actual server, then you can keep it there. But I'm getting that like, no, it was saved in the cloud. It was right, there was something there. Wow. The incident, which is not came roughly 2 months after the FBI retrieved hundreds of classified documents from the Florida residence, and as prosecutors obtained surveillance footage to track how the White House records were moved around the resort. Prosecutors have been examining any effort to obstruct the Justice Department's. Prosecutors have a testimony from that the IT the equipment in the room was not damaged in the flood. That's right. I don't get that it was, but come on. And also, I mean, think about it. If you have this sort of electronic equipment like that, the servers are huge, and like you need to keep it in like I think it was very strong air conditioning because it's so hot, right? It's already a hot place, but it heats up, so you have to have this whole thing built. It's not just you can just put in a rent. So the fact that they like usually, right, you have to select very carefully where you're going to place these things, right? Because it could be, and also especially since it's some kind of club, social club. God, I don't know what to say. So anyway, so okay, so that's it. Like, but can you imagine? Oh my God. Wow. So I don't know what to say. So that's right. So no, so yes, guys, do I believe it? Yes, I believe it. I believe that they could have tried to like. It's just because how do you unthink the pool and you put it in this? It seems like you have to kind of come to. So what I'm saying is that usually, like if you had some kind of like server, you would not put it on the door that leads to the pool. It's the opposite, right? You probably would find some like really dark, dingy place. Right. And it's saying those things are designed to have backups. It's saying precisely because of that, because it's saying, tell me this. There's the people who design these things know that sometimes there's short circuits. Sometimes things go off. So it's designed so that if there's any failure, it's kind of saved somewhere else. There's something, I don't quite understand how it works, but there's something like that, right? My God, it's so like. So tell me, what was the story about this flooding? Yeah, okay, guys. Right, think about it. If you have a house, like just let's say any house, you know that the basement, like flooding is very serious for insurance purpose. Like you could lose a lot. Water damage is awful. Everybody knows that. I think you don't put the water, right? You don't, like, everybody wants to avoid water damage for obvious reasons. It's always like you always do that, even if you don't have electronics. Everybody knows that. The fact that the guy he must have been instructed, because this is like a common sense. Nobody puts water inside the house because it's a mess. And it's saying the guy, if he knew, he would have been the one to clean it up anyway. If he had made, does it make sense? He knows that if he did it, he would have to clean it up, and it's a mess. Like, guys, have you seen I know, for example, one time in my building, like when there was like a big strong rain and it flooded a little bit, it's like they have to get these machines that are like, it's like a random like dryers. I've seen it. It's really like a lot of work. And in the basement, in the basement of like this building where I'm in, like they don't have any. They have laundry machines and some storage areas or whatever, but no electronics that I know of or whatever, other than the laundromat, which I'm sure laundromats, it's a different story, right? There's water, like, of course, but like, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. So exactly, water damage holds up. Exactly, MC. So the fact that he probably, imagine if you, and especially if you have like something, it's sort of like a hotel, isn't it? Over there, a lot of people come and stay there, right? They do. So you can't have those types of things happen. They have to be very careful to not flood it, to not have these things happen, especially they're right there at the beach, right? So that's right. So it's saying, I see that there was like a pools of water, but it didn't, it's saying that it was too localized. Because it's saying even the description, you could have said, oh, the lower levels of the building were flooded, right? Let's say if it's a real flood, what happens in the flood? There's water. It doesn't pick. We're gonna drop here, but not there. The whole point of water is that once it floods, it just whatever's in front of it, it goes. And it's saying that the way they described it, oh, it just flooded that one specific area, really? And there's no sign of anything else. It was just like directed in it. So I almost see people like being told to put these buckets of water in there. But there's no other, and then they're like, I think there's some inspectors will be like, so I don't see any water damage signs. Because they're like looking at the, usually there's like a line when there's like water damage. They're like, we don't see anything. So just there, huh? So, oh, that's very interesting. So they knew how to place water just in the room with all the machines. Wow, what a coincidence, huh? What an incredible coincidence. Okay, and it's, oh, I get that Trump was saying like, oh, if we say it's flooded, they can come in. It's like, no, it's flooded. Don't worry about it. Don't come in. We can't because it's flooded. So it's saying this stuff, but he knew as a real estate developer of like how to keep the inspectors away, something like that. Oh my God. It's like, oh my God, sorry. Guys, right? Can you believe it? It's really like, come on, the amount of time, like the person has so many, I've never seen a person get so many breaks in their lives. Think about it. It's amazing to me. Okay, so okay, guys, another thing. So another thing. Okay, did we even talk about it? Let's say they're gonna, so let's talk about the grand jury now. There's so much today. So let's talk about the grand jury, because you know what I'm getting? I'm getting now that Trump is gonna have to I'm wondering, is he gonna testify? Because everything, Jack Smith has everything, has the lawyers talking, recorded lawyer thing, he has the Trump talking in the tape, he has all kinds of things. So what's missing is Trump himself. Is Trump gonna talk? Like, what is he? I say no, he knows it's not, but that's what I feel like. It's so obvious that it's Trump. Okay, so grand jury has been hearing evidence in the case, expected to be this coming after lull. Okay. Has been hearing evidence, so it's going for a while. Okay, for months. They have been presenting evidence for months. Okay. It's unclear whether the justice prosecutors are prepared to sit an indictment. Just without comment. Oh no, we're just doing it to spend the taxpayer money for no reason. No. And you notice how it's so interesting how the whole thing with Hunter Biden. You know how they talk about it. I never heard anything about Hunter Biden. They don't seem to get to that point. How interesting. Okay, so did Trump wrongfully retain documents? Did he later obstruct the government? Okay, so if first time. Oh. Okay. This is like, who cares? He maintains he has broken. No, he's never broken any laws. No. What are the facts? So, all right. So now, espionage as someone spying, but his stature is broader. Criminalize anyone unauthorized possession. Oh, I just was like, imagine if I'm like, there's no excuse. How do you end up with something like that? There's no excuse. Okay. So, and Trump say they have evidence for Trump. He knows exactly what those are. Okay. So what now? But my simple question about this, the grand jury is, how if I could find out, through visions here, a sense of how much time they have still going for like, are they close to the end or not? Okay, so tell me how much longer? Saying 3 more days, and that's it. Okay, let's go to July 4th of July. Okay, let's see 4th of July. Are they still meeting? Are they going to take a break during 4th of July, or is it over before 4th of July? You know, it's funny, it's telling me the 17th again. I don't know why. Because it's saying that they're making plans for the grand jury, the jury members, they're chatting with themselves. They're like, oh, I can't wait for this to be over. I want to go on a holiday so I can go away and enjoy this. Right, they're making plans, and they're gonna have a couple weeks before the holiday off. So that's right. So Jack Smith, what are you waiting for? So we have all the documents saying that once you have he's saying that he wants to get it out very soon because we need to make an appointment for saying the trial has to happen before the election. That's right. He's thinking ahead, right? Because guys, we know that, for example, Bannon's trial is going to be in May of 2024. So it makes sense that it takes sometimes more than a year for the actual trial to happen. So that's right. He knows he's not going to plead like, oh yeah, I'm guilty. I'm not going to plead. No, he's not going to plead guilty, of course. So that's right. He's like, the trial has to happen before the election. So that's why he's saying, even if we don't have every single detail, which we are in the middle, like we are in the course of doing the investigation, it tells me the investigation doesn't end once the person is indicted. It continues. So until the trial. Okay, so we're gonna have plenty of time. He's like, I feel like he has a sense of urgency that he wants to charge him fast because he has all this stuff going on. And then once it's charged, then he can prepare. That's right. That's his only concern, that the trial has to happen before the election. Oh. No debates. President, busy at court. I'm busy. Oh no. Because really, if you have that kind of crime, that's right. He's like, they have this practice, or they don't charge, with the election. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna charge way before the election, so nobody's gonna complain about it. But that's right. It's gonna have to happen before the election. That's right. That makes sense, right? Oh my God. Wow, guys, that's fascinating, right? That's so interesting. Wow. So this is it. This is, oh my God, guys, I can't believe it's almost 9:00. So this is it. So that's it. So it's saying, okay, so let's see now, going back. That's right. So let's say going back here. So what do we expect? What should we expect until, let's say, July 4th, the holiday of July 4th? No, it's saying everybody's going to be celebrating, because I hope so, guys. And it looks like it's possible, right? That, I mean, as you know, sometimes we make plans and things are delayed a little bit, but it's very close. It's saying it is very close. And again, oh, let me just, okay, I'm gonna ask on the internet here one quick question. Is it, because that's what I'm thinking, that, okay, so I know they don't investigations and after indictment. I know it doesn't, but I want to know here officially what happens. No. Oh, that's right. It's saying that, it's saying this. Okay, let's see. Let's see, Department of okay, so let's see. This is from the Department of Justice directly. Let's see. Let's read here, because, okay, so after the prosecutor said information they gathered from the prosecutor decides whether to present the case to grand jury. When a person is indicted, they're giving formal notice that it is believed that they committed a crime. The indictment contains the basic information that informs the person of the charges against them. Okay, the witness will be called to testify. The grand jury listens to the prosecutor and witnesses and votes in secret whether they believe there's enough evidence to charge the person with the crime. Sealed. Only the people in the room have knowledge about who said and what. Great jurors, okay. So, okay, so they feel like but then they're saying they build it telling me this, that they have, if they have the key evidence, they can indict someone. They could indict someone. It's saying, but then once to prepare for trial, then you get all the eyes. Does it make sense? So obviously they have enough evidence, but Jack Smith is confident that between now and the trial, they're gonna have this is true. They're gonna have everything that they're gonna show at the trial, right? So, and then saying Trump, guys, this is the other thing I get, is that at some point, relatively soon, Trump may not have enough money to pay for attorneys. Okay, because to say trial attorneys is another, okay, that's it. So yeah, good night, guys. Good night. But this is it. We'll continue more. We'll continue, but that's it. It's saying that that's right. So that explains it. Why he's thinking. He's always thinking ahead, of course, and he thinks there's a lot going. That's right. Makes sense that he wants the trial to happen before the election. Oh, he cannot. Really, he's busy. I'm too busy. I'm too busy. And it's saying that Trump is going to try to argue that I have an election. I can't go to, kind of like Bibi, right, in Israel. But I don't think that he is as popular as Bibi. Okay. So, wow, guys, very interesting, right? Wow, there's more. So I'm sorry I didn't get to talk about the other things, but I think today is it's a big day, right? It's a very big day. Wow, guys, it's crazy, right? Don't you think? No, it's telling me, Rosie, don't worry. It's telling me, you guys, rest assured that it's coming down. It's saying this is the time. And this time has been in the making for years. Okay, so this is it. So this is the information. But we're gonna talk on Wednesday. Okay, I get this. More is gonna come out. More is gonna come out, and see, as it gets closer to the indictment, they're gonna drip more information out to the press to prepare. Okay, so that's very good. Very good, guys. I feel good about it. I'm less nervous than I guess because we already have the Alvin Bragg thing, and it tells me don't forget that the other thing is coming. Georgia's coming too. After this one, there comes Georgia in August, I think, right? So he's gonna be busy. He's juggling a lot of things, and he's saying he's gonna try to get out oh, but I have a rally somewhere. But he's like, no, this is just because you have a rally doesn't mean you can, right? No, you can't. That's not an excuse. So, right, Jada, right? She also has a good feeling about it. I think I get, guys, and another day I talk about it more. I get the sense, visions and things, but I feel like sometimes another day I'll talk about when something materializes. What's the word? Manifestation, right? It feels manifested already. It's already ready. It's ready to go. Even if he hasn't signed the things, I just feel like it's a done deal. It's just my sense that there's no doubt about it. It's been carved out already. So it's interesting. It feels much more, again, not that the whole thing. I think there was a lot of controversy with the Alvin Bragg and how, he said that he wasn't going to do it. Then he changed his mind or whatever happened, and then the thing went through and blah, blah, blah. So it's all very interesting, right? So anyway, okay, so it's great talking to you guys, but I get the sense that Wednesday is going to be hot. There's going to be more coming. I'm going to continue this conversation on Wednesday, and it's telling me to tell you guys, relax. It's going to be fun. We're going to be at the pool or something while we enjoy this sun. Summer's going to be good for us. Good for us, not for them. Not for them. No. Okay, so it's good. It's very good. Okay. All right, guys. Great to talk to you. See you soon.